Whoop that trick. Trick Williams is your Iron Survivor winner and will challenge for the NXT Championship at New Year's Evil. We're going to talk Trick, the outstanding NXT Deadline show, and a little more lanyard for you coming up on this live stream edition on the World Elite Podcast. Let's go. Well, hello again, everyone. We are the highest tier pod, your weekly unfiltered wrestling and entertainment. Welcome to the World Elite Podcast. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We're on YouTube as well. And we are the Hostly Trio. I'm Marcus. He's Dylan. He's Jordan. Guys, how are we doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing good. It's a special night for us. It's a Monday. You know, it's very rare we stream on Mondays, and by rare I mean we never stream on Mondays. But with the holidays coming up, we have a lot of going on, so we figured Monday's our perfect night to do it. It's been a while since all three of us were on the live streaming platforms. I know in our audio episode I talked how long it's been since we did an audio, but if you count the past weeks, last week we didn't do a live stream. The last week before then, it was you, Jordan, Tino, and Freddie, and then the week before it was me, Jordan, and Freddie. So first time back in a while, so it feels good. I hope you guys are doing well. Also,
Good. Jordan?
All right, I'm doing good, but look what I got. Oh, I got a new cup today with beer in it.
You got a big beer mug. You need to get you a
Yeah,
big ass
look at
boot
it.
like I got. You're about to make me go get it. But what happened? What happened to all of us drinking this tonight since we jumped on CM Punk's bandwagon all over again? That left me hanging dry. Oh, you forgot about it.
Oh, I forgot. I threw beer in it.
You need to get a boot mug like I got. Dush boot. Like, you ever seen Beer Fest? It inspired me to go buy it. I have a small one and I have a big ass one.
nice.
See that big one? Well, I'm gonna hand it off to Dylan for our. We're gonna have to start calling this now. Should we call it the topic of the week or the thumbnail of the week? We're gonna kick things off with the man who stole the show this past weekend at NXT Deadline, none other than Trick Williams himself. So, whatever you want to call it from now on, take it away.
All right, so our first topic of the night is, of course, this past weekend's PLE NXT Deadline that took place in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I caught the last maybe 3 matches on my TV. I was watching our guy Jaden Daniels win the fucking Heisman, our third Heisman winner since Billy Cannon and, of course, Joe Burrow. And now Jaden Daniels getting it the third time for LSU. So I missed a few matches. I haven't got a chance to go back and watch any of them yet. But I'm not going to really run down too many matches. I know I just want to get from both of y'all. I'm not sure if Marcus can hear me. He's gone. But Jordan, I guess I'll start with you first. If you have the match card up, if you remember some of the matches, give me a best worst match of the night. I know NXT put on a great show, but what was the best and the worst match? If you can pinpoint some.
So my best match, I might have to go with the men's Iron Survivor match with Trick Williams and all them. That was a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Man, a worst match? Oof. I didn't watch it, but maybe Nathan Frazier in there. Maybe we didn't watch it, but maybe them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan.
Nice.
Nice.
It's empty, but this thing huge. Then you got to turn the boot like you drink it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. He just waved like his mama's like across the other room. But the men's Iron Survivor Challenge was definitely the best match of the night. I'm not gonna lie to you, might get criticized for it, but worst match, I think I'm gonna give it to the main event
Okay.
because Baron Corbin fucking sucks. He is so shitty. Like it wasn't Ilya Dragunov's fault. It was so bad. Like Corbin is a shitty wrestler. Like they could have put somebody else against Dragunov. But other than that, the other matches were good. I mean, the cage match with Kiana Jordan and Roxanne could have been better. It wasn't. It wasn't the best steel cage women's match ever. Carmelo Hayes and Alexis King was decent. The women's Iron Survivor Challenge was good. Dragon Lee and Dominic Mysterio was a good match too. No, see, Creighton agrees with me. It's because of Baron Corbin. He sucks. Like it could have been better. They could have put somebody better against him. So, but anyhow, I thought the show alone was a very good show. I mean, it kicked off with a fucking bang. You had CM Punk randomly show up and had a moment with Shawn Michaels taking a selfie in the ring, and CM Punk playing mind games like, "Oh, I could come to NXT if I want." He's not going to NXT. But okay, I'm trying to get some flashbacks. Have we between the years of 2000, let's say between the year of 2008 to 2010, have we ever seen Shawn Michaels versus CM Punk? I don't think we ever did see that.
I don't think so at all.
I swear, like maybe like one time on Raw or something, they had like a one-off match. Maybe I know they never fought on pay-per-view, but I swore like at least one time they had like a one-on-one match. I swore they did, but if they did not, it's a shame that we never got that.
I don't think we did.
And I could look that up, but anyhow, yeah, I thought the show was fantastic. I mean, I watched it yesterday because I was too busy watching the Heisman Trophy ceremony. It's like I did so bad with NXT PLEs this year. I only watched 3 shows live and in living color. I did it with Stand and Deliver, Great American Bash, and No Mercy. All their other shows I watched the next day. Vengeance Day, Battleground, this. Like, so about half and half. If they did 6 shows, I watched half of their PLEs in person, and the other half I watched. I thought it was a good show. Actually, it was a great show.
Yeah. For me, the best match, I'm going to go with the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. The comeback by Trick Williams was fantastic. He's someone who I believe is a star. You know, he's great. The worst match, I hate to do it, but yeah, the main event wasn't it for me. And a lot of people blame Baron Corbin. I thought maybe him going to NXT would maybe be better, but it hasn't really turned out to be that great. And that's bad for Ilya Dragunov because, you know, look at the matches he put on with Carmelo Hayes. Too good. And now he got stuck with Baron Corbin, and I think he got stuck with the worst match, and it's real unfortunate.
Now I looked it up. Unfortunately, they have never shared the ring with each other ever, so that's a shock. Michaels and Punk never wrestled each other before.
Damn.
I thought maybe like at least once on Raw or something they would have, but no, they didn't. But yeah, well, we'll keep it on the NXT talk. And speaking of Trick Williams, you know, I don't think it's rocket science. I think it's just like we were saying, like we think it was Adam Cole that's the devil attacking MJF. I think it was Carmelo who attacked Trick Williams, unless you guys got a different opinion.
They're making it obvious. Like, and the reason why they're making it so obvious is maybe it's not Carmelo Hayes who did it. Like, because look how they ended Deadline. I mean, they ended it so cool. It was Trick Williams who came out, was making the title gesture at Ilya Dragunov, and in a moment they cut the camera, Carmelo Hayes is walking right behind him. So I feel like they're really trying to give it away. And I'm thinking maybe it's not Carmelo Hayes, but if it's not Carmelo Hayes, who is it? I mean, I really don't know, but if I'm gonna give like gun to my head guess right now, I guess I'll go ahead and say Carmelo Hayes is the one who did it, because if it's not, then I really have zero idea who really did it.
What do you think, Jordan?
I'll say Carmelo Hayes, because I really don't know who it can be.
I mean, hear me out. It's got to be him. He's jealous that after he lost his NXT championship, it's not about he's not him anymore. Trick Williams is him now. He's starting to become a star. He's no longer playing like bodyguard for Carmelo or someone to go to when he needs help. He's like carrying his own weight, trying to be the next big star. And he's like so over. He's like the LA Knight of NXT. He's so over with the crowd. When he comes out, everyone's chanting, "Whoop that Trick," or rooting for him. He can have a match with himself and they will cheer and approve him so well. He's jealous. I think it's jealousy. Carmelo's jealous because he's not the star anymore. Trick is. And I'm calling it now because the Iron Survivor Challenge winners are getting their title shots at New Year's Evil on January 2nd. So we're getting Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov on the first NXT of the new year. He's not going to win the title. Carmelo's going to cost him the title. And he's going to attack him, and then we're going to be him all along saying it was me. I was the one who did it. I think they could stretch it all the way to Stand and Deliver, and we get Trick versus Carmelo one-on-one, or unless they want to not wait that long and they do it at Vengeance Day. I think they could probably stretch it all the way to Stand and Deliver.
Probably so, yeah. But yeah, if Carmelo is determined to be the attacker of Trick Williams, I think you got to pull the trigger and him cost him the match at New Year's Evil. If that doesn't happen, then what was this all for? It's not. Yes, it's a prime storyline of NXT right now as to who is the attacker of Trick Williams. But I think if you put it any further past New Year's Evil, I think you're dragging this out way too long. So I think they need to do this. They need to have something happen, end it. And if it's Carmelo Hayes who did it, then they go at the next either PLE or special they have for NXT. But it's got to be at a PLE.
I think so. Jordan, you think you see it stretching all the way to Stand and Deliver, or are they going to drop it, do it shorter?
I think it has to be at a PLE.
Okay. Yeah, I know this wasn't a topic, but I'm going to change the subject. I think we need to get a prediction now before the end of the night. Where do you see CM Punk going, to which brand? I know we don't have an overlay for it or a topic. I just need to get a quick prediction and why. Where do you see CM Punk ending up? Raw, SmackDown, or shockingly NXT?
I mean, it's got to be Raw. I mean, Randy Orton, he went to SmackDown. I don't think SmackDown can pull in CM Punk as well. I think you have to kind of go evenly with the returns with both of them, because it doesn't seem like Randy's going anywhere anytime soon. It seems like he's there for quite some time, signing exclusively to SmackDown. So I think if you want to put eyes on the company, I mean, eyes are already on this company no matter what. But Monday Night Raw is always, in my opinion, going to be the dominant brand. And I think you put CM Punk right there to get the eyes on Monday nights. It's not like the eyes weren't there to begin with. I mean, look who all is there. But I think CM Punk, the big draw, coming back at War Games, it definitely got to be Monday Night Raw.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, I think it has. Yeah, it has to be Monday Night Raw.
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, they just Orton's going to SmackDown. They're probably going to keep them on separate shows. No way in hell they'd put both of them on the same brand. I mean, that'd be shocked. SmackDown would be the A-list show if they had both Punk. If they had Punk, Orton, and Roman Reigns all three on the same brand, they'd be the A-list show. But I'm calling it now. I mean, I'm giving you another prediction. If Punk stays on Raw, Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble and challenge Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Now, if he goes to SmackDown, then I would have him fight Roman at WrestleMania and have Seth defend, like maybe against Gunther or something.
Yeah, I feel like the future is already being predicted with how they did last year, how Cody's return at the Rumble. It was obvious he was winning and going to WrestleMania to face Roman on night 2. kind of feel like some reason I feel like they're gonna make up to CM Punk how they did all those years ago by bringing Batista back and not having CM Punk win the Rumble, and going on to Mania New Orleans. They had Batista do it instead. I kind of feel like this is like their makeup to CM Punk, and CM Punk is the one to win the Rumble uh, in January and go on to fight Seth Rollins, because I don't think we need Cody Rhodes to win the Rumble once again to say he's facing Roman. I think it's pretty much set in stone that Cody and Roman is going at it night 2 again. So I think
Yeah.
if you wanna do this, I think CM Punk is the clear cut winner of the Royal Rumble, and he goes to fight Seth Rollins, but in night 1 of WrestleMania, because I think the bigger story would obviously be Roman finally dropping the title after all these years to Cody Rhodes.
I'm gonna make 6 predictions for WrestleMania I see coming. So I think we're gonna get another Cody Roman feud for the undisputed Universal Championship. We'll probably get Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the world title. We're getting brother versus brother, Jimmy versus Jay. I think it's gonna be Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch for the women's title. I might be wrong, but I think it could go that way. I think we're going to get Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. And this one could go many different ways. Everyone thinks we might get Rey Mysterio versus Santos. Now people think we might get another Rey Dom feud where Dom's going to retire his dad. Or maybe a tag match like Santos and Dominic versus Rey and either, if not Carlito, maybe like Rey and Dragon Lee or something in a tag match. I don't know. Something that will involve the LWO and something with Dominic.
Yeah, I'm not loving that idea.
I'm not loving it either, but something Vince is gonna happen.
Yeah, so yeah, we're getting to the big decision. Who's he going to? Obviously, only Adam Pearce is in the ring, so unless Aldis comes out of nowhere, then
good thing we just predicted that now. I thought they were gonna wait till the end of the night to do this shit.
Yeah, because like I said, it's only Adam Pearce in the ring, so it's not like we're getting the whole Batista thing. Remember when it was Bischoff and Teddy Long? It's just Adam Pearce in the ring, so it's not like we're getting any controversy as to where he's going.
Well, I'm gonna hand it back off to you since we can keep the Carmelo talk going, because not only that he's in this topic, he's also in another topic. I'm gonna hand it back to you.
Yeah, I feel like this one was coming. Carmelo Hayes is being added to the United States Championship tournament as the NXT entrant. I've been saying for a while that there was going to be an NXT entrant. A lot of people predicted Carmelo, and we're getting it. We're getting Carmelo Hayes as the NXT entrant, and good.
I
think wrong. This is going to be there. Really?
I got it wrong. I picked Braun Breaker.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could have seen Braun as well, but I think Carmelo fits the U.S. title picture more. I kind of see Braun as more like a world title guy.
I'm surprised we never talked about it ever in a topic recently, but what do you guys think of this tournament that Logan Paul started with 8 guys, and the winner faces him down the road? I mean, we already had 2 first-round matches on SmackDown. Santos beat Dragon Lee, and Bobby Lashley beat Karrion Kross. So now Carmelo's facing somebody. I think it's Grayson Waller versus Kevin Owens, and Carmelo's fighting somebody.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see a champion actually make a tournament for himself. You don't necessarily see that nowadays. So actually, I think it's pretty cool. But I don't even know who can win this thing. I mean, this is a free for all. Who can win this tournament?
I got Kevin Owens winning the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
With how everything's going, he's already calling him out. He got Grayson Waller and them to break his hand or try to break his hand or take him out with his hand. I think the finals is going to be like KO and Santos, because everybody's thought Santos was going to be the one to take it off of Logan. You can't have 2 heels facing at it. So I think that'll be your finals. KO wins, and whether if it's like on an episode of SmackDown or at a PLE before Mania, KO versus Logan Paul, sign me up. just to see him get
Yeah.
stunned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Do y'all have a prediction who will win this tournament?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if it's someone, it has to be a face, and I don't know. I feel like Kevin Owens has to do it. I feel like it has to be KO and Logan Paul, but I don't necessarily see KO taking it off of him just yet or at all. I mean, just feel like that Logan Paul is made for this championship. I think that he re-signed to be a champion in WWE, and I don't think they're going to pull it off of him just yet. I mean, I could see Logan Paul holding this title all the way to Mania. So I don't think Kevin Owens winning a tournament is going to be the thing to take the title off of him.
I didn't say he was going to win the title from him. I just have him winning the tournament to challenge him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can see KO winning it, but I don't think taking off a Logan Paul though.
I'm trying to find out who was that eighth and last person. I'm trying to get the list up right now, but like I'm missing one more person. But like it's Carmelo Hayes, Kevin Owens, Santos, Lashley, it was Karrion Kross, and Dragon Lee, Grayson Waller, and then there's one more person. I'm trying to find that list. Who was that eighth person? Austin Theory. Sure. It's Austin Theory.
Austin Theory, okay.
Well, actually, so yeah, Santos advanced in the semifinals, beating Dragon Lee. Lashley advanced, defeating Karrion Kross. KO's fighting Theory on one side. Melo's fighting Grayson Waller. So, you got a prediction for those two? KO versus Theory and Grayson Waller versus Carmelo?
I got Kevin Owens and Carmelo Hayes. I think we're going to see a cool KO and Carmelo Hayes match.
That's cool. I think Santos and Lashley would be a good match, but sometimes Santos is going to find a way to sneak away that victory whenever that match takes place. So, yeah, that's a nice little tournament. I like it. I don't see it happening at the Rumble. If it's going to happen at a PLA, I'm pretty sure the title match, if they're going to drag it all the way to Elimination Chamber, I mean, the match could happen on SmackDown. They'll tell them.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm going to take a little break with WWE. I got to jump to the AEW side real quick for this next topic. So last week, AEW for the first time went to Montreal. They went to the Bell Center. There's no way they had over 23,000 people in the largest hockey arena in the world. They probably had maybe like 7,000. But the main event featured two Canadian legends. They were known as Edge and Christian in WWE, and it was Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage for the TNT Championship. And I got wrong. It was their first one-on-one match on live television since 2010. I thought 2001 or 2002 was the last time they wrestled. No, it was 2010. Had the nerve to be a banger of a match until the way it ended, where Nick Wayne's mom attacked Copeland and cost him to be the TNT champion, and the father of the year wins the match, beats his former best friend again. If them two start kissing and start having a relationship, I am fucking done with this shit. Christian already got a new fucking nickname now. I forgot how you fucking pronounce it. Like something with a P.
But speaking of Christian, before I get to my thoughts on the match and whatnot and the ending, Devon Erics are going to be on AEW this week.
Yep, they're down there in Garland, Texas.
If they don't bring Christian out for this segment, what a miss this is going to be. They got to bring Christian out for this.
It's wrong, but it's going to be
It's wrong, but it's going to happen.
You know they don't give a fuck. They're like, CM Punk's going, let's just do what we can to get some ratings.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, honest to God, like I have not really watched a full episode of Dynamite in the longest time. And it's not that it's not interesting because, a little bit of it is, but it's not catching my interest. I mean, they're dragging out this devil storyline that still hasn't even been determined. They're doing this Continental Classic, which yes, the matches have been great, so I have been keeping up with that. But then they finally had the match of Copeland and Christian, which was good. But I'm sorry, but AEW is not catching my interest right now. That's why I'm so content watching like Raw and SmackDown, even NXT. But I don't know. Jordan, you have a big smile on your face. What happened?
No, Seth Rollins just came out.
Yeah, no, I got it on right here.
Yeah.
I'm so desperate to know what that fucking new nickname got. Christian Cage has something with a P.
Yeah.
So, the Prodigy.
I thought that was Nick Wayne's nickname.
Well, they got this fucking shit wrong. I knew it. Okay, it can't be that. Oh my god. Oh. I am fucking delaying the show just to find a fucking nickname. It is ridiculous. Like, I thought it was like Pear Trick. Something like that. I swear that's what I thought it was. Like
Something like that. I can't remember.
And I had to fucking look it up. At first, I thought it was like pear tree. Like, what are you, like a fucking partridge or a pear tree or some shit? No, it's not even that. It's something different. And I cannot fucking find it to save my life, and it's gonna drive me fucking insane. And I thought I had it saved. Obviously, I didn't. But anyhow, AEW. I watched like a whole episode the other day, and it's shit. What I'm looking at right now is actually pretty decent. Like, it's eventually, they're teasing a fucking Seth Punk feud down the road. Not to mention, they fucking changed Luchasaurus' name to Kill Switch. Why?
Do you plan on resubscribing back to Honor Club to watch Final Battle?
Oh, absolutely not. Did you see the card for it right now?
It
is okay. We are not predicting Final Battle for this Friday. It's so bad though. I don't even know if their world champion's going to be on the card because he's already not on the card. You got 4 more days to find him an opponent. I don't even know who Eddie Kingston is even feuding with next. It's so all right. There's only 5 matches right now. Can I just share this with you, please?
Go ahead.
So there's a match. Tony Khan's big announcement: the survival of the fittest for the vacant Ring of Honor World Television Championship. There's only one more person left. So far they got 5 superstars: Dalton Castle, Commander, Kyle Fletcher, Lee Johnson, and Lee Moriarty are 5 of the 6 competitors to crown a new television champion. They haven't announced the 6th person yet.
All right.
Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor. That's actually could be a decent good match. 2 former partners. Ethan Page versus Tony Nese in an I Quit match. Now, okay, these next 2 they've been advertising the fuck out of these 2 matches. So, Athena versus Billy Starks for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. They actually got a storyline about this. Like Billy Starks graduated from MIT, and then she attacked Athena. Supposedly, this is going to be the main event. I don't know why they're honoring him for it, but we got FTR and Mark Briscoe versus Blackpool Combat Club's Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and Claudio Castagnoli in a Jay Briscoe Memorial Fight Without Honor. Why are they dedicated? Why are they doing this for Jay?
Well, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of I think FTR and Briscoe's last match in the dog collar match.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I know it's not his birthday. His birthday's in January. His birthday was like a week after he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
His birthday's January 25th. It's a water bottle. It was an empty water bottle. Like he died. Their birthdays are 7 days apart, or 6 days apart. Like Mark's the 18th. He has the same birthday as my sister. Jay died the day before his brother's birthday, and then his birthday's the 25th of January. I saw that. I remember that. Like they did Remember, they did that match in memory of him on his birthday. They did Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal. And then after that, that's when they let Mark Briscoe come on television. I think they gave him a contract on his brother's birthday. Or it was like a month later they gave Mark Briscoe an AEW contract or something.
Yeah, it only took his brother dying to finally let him on television because that Warner did not want them on TV. So it only took Jay Briscoe dying for Mark Briscoe to actually get a contract to even appear on television.
Pricks. Yeah, what a bunch of fucking pricks.
Mm-hmm.
All because of some comments he made about the LGBTQ plus community 10 fucking years ago.
Yep.
Now, I'm not taking no sides, but the comments he said 10 years ago was wrong, but that was fucking 10 years ago. It's not like he said that recently. People don't forgive and forget. And plus the fucking situation I've been in for 3 fucking years doing this shit, I know that fucking shit. But I think it's bullshit the way they should have had them on TV months ago. Like we could have saw the Briscoes on AEW television years ago, even during the pandemic, but they wanted to be a bunch of butt plugs and not let them on TV because of Jay's words 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And they just took advantage of it. They just took advantage just to try and get ratings and try and make a competition with WWE when WWE don't want competition. It's just like the fucking Owen Hart tournament, which I think now it's pointless. It's just a way to middle finger WWE because of what happened to him.
Yeah.
But anyhow, AEW needs better people running the show. Tony Khan needs to not run it no more. He needs someone who's professional. So I don't know who could run it though. I'm not even gonna get into detail who could run AEW and make it even better than it already is. But all right. Well, speaking of CM Punk, I'm gonna hand it off back to you with your final topic because you said you got a topic that involves CM Punk.
Yeah, speaking of CM Punk, who's currently on our televisions right now in a promo with Seth Rollins, who has been very vocal of CM Punk in the past years of being toxic and whatnot. He didn't want him back in WWE. CM Punk on this past Friday night SmackDown made some choice words of calling some certain people out. He called out, as you see on your screen, he made a joke towards Kevin Owens, and people suddenly thought that it was a jab at Jack Perry because of their dispute backstage at All In. Even made a thing towards Roman Reigns, saying that he's the OG Paul Heyman guy. But he acknowledges the tribal chief, but he says he is the OG Paul Heyman guy. And of course, Seth Rollins saying that he is not even the man in his whole household. So
yeah,
throwing jabs at people. And now I feel like even before I even was going to ask y'all the question that I was going to ask, seems like it's already been answered for me. So it looks like we're leaning towards a CM Punk Seth Rollins feud somewhere down the line. I thought we were going to get it a little bit maybe further towards Mania, but seems like we might be getting it a bit sooner than what we expect. So start off with SmackDown. What did y'all think of all the jabs he was throwing at these three guys? Kevin Owens was more of like a joke that kind of was like a jab towards AEW, but he did sign an NRA to where he couldn't discuss anything AEW. But he still, I guess, kind of made some sort of gesture towards AEW without actually saying it, with the joke towards Kevin Owens, and then, of course, calling out Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. So, Jordan, start with you first. What did you think of the comments coming from CM Punk?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. With Seth and Roman, I think it would be a great feud. But with Seth Rollins, I think it's gonna be a great feud if they fight. And what we just heard, and might have a feud.
Mm-hmm.
You also forgot to mention he also told when he was talking about Roman, talking about a guy who's not here, meaning like he's never here. And then the crowd was like, "Ooh," when he said
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns' name. So that was kind of a jab to
Yeah.
him too. Now remember,
Yeah.
I don't know how many shocking. We already did an audio episode, shocking returns. I don't know how many times this is. Roman Reigns makes his shocking return to Smack from what? Just being lazy and not doing shit, babysitting your kids. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But Roman will be back on SmackDown this Friday. This will be the first time, since Crown? No, did we see him at least one time after Crown Jewel, or was Crown Jewel the last time we saw Roman on television?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the last time we seen him. They are advertising him once again for a return to SmackDown this Friday. But I mean, look at the amount of graphics that you get for SmackDown. That Roman Reigns returns. Roman Reigns returns. If he's a champion, you should not need a return graphic.
I thought he had like one appearance on SmackDown before Thanksgiving, but maybe not. I don't think so. But he's gonna.
I don't think.
I don't even think he's gonna talk about beating LA Knight. He's gonna talk about CM Punk. I hope possibly, but he's gonna talk about Randy Orton. He's gonna bitch at Solo and Jimmy for not doing their jobs or losing matches, and talk about Jay being a big star on Raw and Jimmy's here on SmackDown not doing shit. Oh. And then he's going to have Paul Heyman just kissing his ass like, yes, my tribal chief. What you need, my tribal chief? I understand my tribal chief. Like, sucking up. Roman will walk out he's going to come out with a brand new t-shirt. He got just as many new t-shirts as the Young Bucks. He's going to wear his usual, his black denim pants with some red Air Jordans or some Dunks. And he's going to come out with his championship. And then tell Green Bay, Wisconsin to acknowledge him. And then he's going to go to his wise man. And then he's going to be like, why is Randy Orton here? Why is Randy Orton coming after the bloodline? Why did CM Punk say I'm never here? Like, he's going to make all this up and saying, y'all ain't did nothing about it. When Roman's gone for at least a month, he's like that regional manager you only see once a month. And he always comes in a pissy mood. Talk about our fuck ups in the last few weeks, and that's what he's gonna do. He's like the regional manager of the bloodline. He's the boss, and he comes once a month to review their recent activities or anything like that, and he's just gonna give them the fucking lowdown. He's gonna tell them, you guys are not doing what you're supposed to do, and you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
And then he's here to fucking do what they should have done. He's gonna be the one to try and take out Randy Orton, which we'll get to in a bit. But I'm waiting. I for once, I loved the times when LA Knight would come out and interrupt him. I'm waiting for CM Punk, actually waiting for CM Punk to come out and interrupt him and just cut a promo on him that's gonna piss him off and have Paul Heyman's eyes pop out the back of his head.
Yeah, I mean, because you saw on SmackDown when he was walking backstage before he had the small interaction with Kevin Owens, he was at the locker room of the Bloodline. He was gesturing like he was going to knock on it, but decided, hey, Roman's not here. It doesn't pay.
Well, if your brother and your favorite person in the whole world are watching, they win this debate. I'm here to say now, I am officially a Punk fan again.
Wait, hold on, what changed? You hated the guy.
I'm giving him a chance. And he's been doing great. I mean, he's not causing no drama. The deadline had me there. I'm like, okay, you got my attention now. You've changed. You're corny. You can be entertaining. You took you did something Dylan would want to do to give up a limb for. You took a selfie with Shawn Michaels in the ring. That's a cool moment. So, and of all people, you got me fucking drinking Pepsi, the nastiest fucking shit in the world. And I've been drinking this more than my usual.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't talk about Pepsi like that.
Drink your beer. You got me drinking this shit. But I'm glad they brought the old school logo back. But I'm still a Dr. Pepper guy. I'm just cheating on Dr. Pepper with Pepsi. I said in a tweet, I said, Pepsi tastes so good when CM Punk's a babyface, and when he's a heel, it tastes like shit. So,
drink Pepsi more.
I've actually been drinking it a little more than Dr. Pepper. I think I didn't even drink one Dr. Pepper today. That's a shock. I usually drink one a day, and I didn't even drink one today.
Wow.
Whoa.
But this is the only Pepsi I drink today. So we got a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. Let's book it at WrestleMania. Dr. Pepper versus Pepsi for the custody of Marcus. And he's got two cool shirts I really want. The one he wore when he came back, the black shirt with the flag, and I like that Hell Froze Over shirt with his fist logo.
Nice.
So if I know Tim King is probably jizzing right now, probably about to have his 4,000th kid over Nick Cannon, Nipple Mania running wild in Chicago right now because I'm giving Punk a chance again and I'm a fan again. So, Chicago's about to acknowledge me right now because I shit talked this dude the last freaking 6 months and now I'm worshiping him again. So it's clobbering time. I will say this, you will never, ever, and I mean ever, see me act like this with Dominic. Never.
Wait and see.
I'm telling you, I thought me and my old lady were going to conceive a baby after Dragon Lee took that championship from him at Deadline. I'm like, Dominic lost his title? Let's have that fucking kid, girl. Let's go.
God damn.
No, we went to bed early instead.
Sure.
No, not that kind of bed early. She had to get up for 5 a.m. and I was lucky enough she let me watch the Heisman Trophy ceremony. She let me watch it, and then when it was over, I hit 2 melatonin and we were fucking out. I didn't even hear the fucking rainstorm we had. Supposedly we had a massive thunderstorm that the power was out shit, and I was out like a light because I took 2 melatonin.
Mm-hmm.
I should. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You ever take that? It don't help a lot, but I mean, you force it.
Yep.
I'm surprised I'm not eating them like candy. Because
You'd
I
be
could.
sleeping forever.
I'll probably be in a fucking coma. I saw that Chubby Mew video on Snapchat where one dude ate like 117 gummy melatonin and then he ended up in a fucking hospital in a coma.
Damn.
I'm like, lucky fucker. Well, goddamn. Enough about fucking melatonin and wanting to make babies and shit. I guess I will close out with my final topic. I mean, I think we know it's coming. You remember, while we took our little week break from audio, Randy Orton signed with SmackDown, which I didn't think he was going to sign with SmackDown. I thought he might have stayed on Raw. I thought maybe he would have stayed there, possibly go after the start a feud with the Judgment Day. That was just a one-off. No, he really wants to go in a feud with the Bloodline. He wants to go after the guys that took him out for a year and a half. And the rumors are going that we might get Roman versus Orton for the championship at the Royal Rumble. Nothing's signed, nothing's official yet. We didn't hear Roman's comments yet, but give it like a week or two before they make it official and we get Randy Orton and Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble for the undisputed Universal Championship. If it happens, I think it'll be the first time in almost 10 years we get Roman versus Orton that I can remember. Last I remember, they had a match at SummerSlam in 2014, but unless they had other matches down the road. But I mean, do you think this is what we're gonna get? You think we're gonna get Orton and Roman at the Rumble?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll get it. I don't see anything else happening with Roman other than Randy Orton at the Rumble, but it's like a pretty like obvious thing what's going to happen. You know, we know that Randy's not winning, and we know that the next time you'll see Roman have even a slightest chance of dropping the title is at Mania against Cody. I think that Roman and Cody's been set in stone since this past Mania. I think that it's like when we had Rock Cena and then we had it like a year later. I think it was already set in stone then. So I think we're getting it. It's just the whole thing of getting Cody to SmackDown, which I think is crazy. This has not happened yet.
It hadn't happened yet. I thought there was a trade. Like, I thought Cody was going to SmackDown with Jay going to Raw. I guess that's not the trade. I don't even know what the real Kevin Owens was the trade.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
I don't know. Unless they do another trade or unless if Cody does win, then he can choose to go over there. I mean, he's considered a Raw superstar unless he just don't finish the story at WrestleMania and the book gets delayed another freaking 6 months. Because unfortunately, I hate to break it to him, but if he don't fight Roman at Mania for the title, if somebody else does, he's not going to fight Seth for the title at WrestleMania. It's going to be CM Punk. But
yeah,
it's so hard to decide who's going to win the Rumble this year. It's basically anybody's ball game now. I mean, we don't even know who's all in it so far. We only know Cody's in it. Cody's the first to declare the Rumble. We haven't heard Punk declare it. We haven't heard Gunther or Randy Orton or Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, LA Knight, Jey Uso, all these guys who've had history with Roman within the last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see what.
But
looking forward to it.
Cody declared it too early. He declared it at the beginning of the month that he's in the Royal Rumble. People don't declare that shit till like the end of the month or even the beginning of January. So I don't know the purpose of declaring it that early. But
I think it's a sign that he's not gonna win it. I mean, I might still stick with Gunther, and CM Punk could be my backup, or CM Punk could be my main pick to win, and my backup is Gunther. But either way, I got one of them or both of them going to WrestleMania and challenge for the title. Or if I have to put one out to put Cody in, it'd probably take Gunther out and put Cody in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see Orton and Roman at the Rumble, but I don't see Roman dropping it at the Rumble.
Now, I paused the TV. You're saying we could get this feud early. You think we could get Seth versus Punk at the Rumble?
I hope not.
I hope not either.
I gotta save it for Mania.
Punk just says he wants the main event WrestleMania. He didn't say, I want to win the title at WrestleMania. He just wants to get to the main event. So he can go as the challenger or he could go as the champion. So, I mean, we could get this at the Royal Rumble, but we don't want it at the Rumble. Everyone wants it at Mania.
Well, I don't think we'll get it at the Rumble because it's from his promo on SmackDown. It sounded like he's going to be in the Rumble. I mean, yeah, you can fight the same night that you're in the Rumble. But
look at Brock Lesnar. He done it.
It's someone like CM Punk. I don't see him going twice in the same nights. So I don't think he wrestles at all. I think he's in a Rumble and he wins it.
I mean, this would be a dumb idea. Or maybe it could not be dumb, but like, what if they did fight at the Rumble? Everyone's saying that Seth was supposed to take time off or some shit. What if Seth and Punk fight at the Rumble? Seth drops it to Punk, and we could get Punk versus Cody. But I don't want that. That could be another option.
I think for Cody, it's Roman or nothing. Because if it's not Cody that fights Roman, who the fuck is it?
How are you going to get him to go to the other brand? See, this whole brand extension shit is stupid as shit. Like, you're going to have to do another trade. Or unless if he wins the Rumble, then he can just jump ship to SmackDown. But I don't see him. I just can't see him winning it now. I have Punk winning it now, or I'm still picking my pick I've been saying for the last 6 months. It's almost a year, Gunther winning it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 2024 is going to be an interesting start, especially when we get to the Rumble, and the road to WrestleMania should be interesting. I mean, it's the 40th WrestleMania, but they're not advertising it as it's the 40th show. They're not worried about its history. Like, when 20 came, they were talking about 20 years in the making, and when 30 came, it's like, 30 years. They've been talking about 30 years. No, they're not even worried about it being 40 years. They're actually wanting to do good storytelling to make it a hell of a show, because they're going back in front of a fierce crowd that they haven't saw that show in 25 years. So they're not worried about history. They're worried about actually putting on a hell of a show for that fan base of Philly.
Dude, look at the T-shirts that they're wearing the Judgment Day, because Dominic has one with all their names on it, but JD has one, but it has some tape at the bottom that says "and JD" because his name's not on the shirt.
I paused it when Punk came out because I want to see the promo, but no, I saw fucking Rhea had a freaking collar on around her neck that said "Dirty Dom." Them collars you wear around your neck when you're doing S&M shit. It actually didn't say daddy or nothing. It said Dirty Dom.
Dude, that T-shirt of JD, because JD's wearing the same
that.
shirt Dominic's wearing, but he had to put his own name on it because his name's not on any of the merch yet.
Well, now he's the dumbass of the group. It's no longer Dominic, but I'll tell you what, I love the shit they were doing with R-Truth. I'm waiting for R-Truth to come out. Like, did you see that video on Instagram? Like, supposedly it was a tag match last week. It was JD and Dominic versus I didn't watch all of Raw last week, but I saw like fucking R-Truth was sitting ringside. He had on a Judgment Day shirt. He had a mommy shirt on. He had a purple bandana in his pocket, and he was holding a one of them NFL championship title belts, because they were in I don't remember where the fuck they were last week, but they had he had his NFL team's belt. He's like, "Let's go, Dominic," and then JD tell him, like, arguing with him during the match, like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm in the Judgment Day, dog." He's like, "No, you're not, dog." It's all funny and shit. Like, I gotta find it and tag it to y'all. I laughed hysterically when I saw that, but yeah, I need to watch this promo so I can fast forward to see if R-Truth tries to be in the Judgment Day again, because I've been enjoying all those.
Yeah,
but I got nothing else. Like I said, we are not predicting Final Battle because they can't even get a full card, and they can't even get their own fucking world champion on the card if he's even in it. So we're gonna skip that. We'll be if we ever have a prediction again, it'll probably be for AEW's final show, World's End, which I need to start watching more of AEW if we're gonna do that. I don't even remember who else is on that card besides Samoa Joe and MJF, but that's another. Now we got to talk about next week. So if the show's on Thursday, you two are not joining because y'all got to watch the Saints and the Rams, unless we do the show early again next week.
I'm gonna bring it up to you once we go off the air to discuss the plans going forward.
Yeah, because if we still do a show, I'm gonna be a part of it. Whether if it's audio only or if we do another live stream next week, despite the Saints having a Thursday night game next week. If we're trying to go back to our original roots, which it was supposed to be this week, but then I got a show. I'm going on Apron Bump Thursday, so that was the one reason why we couldn't do it. And then I think you had something going on too.
Yeah, with the holidays, it's hectic right now. But yeah, once we go off the air, I'll discuss the future plans with you.
Alrighty. Well, that will do it for tonight. Thank you for everybody tuning in. As you look on your screen, you know where to follow us on Twitter. I'm at MarcusLee337. Dylan is at DylanAber_. Jordan is at Jordan_J2000. And on the right side of your screen, there's the handles for the podcast. You can follow the podcast on Twitter and on Instagram at World Elite Pod. Follow them on YouTube as well to watch our live streams anytime on demand, powered by StreamYard. Plus, follow us on Facebook as well to watch these live streams as well. A big thank you to our sponsor, 80s Tees. Go to 80stees.com. Use the code World Elite to get 30% off of your order. Any last requests? Any last words? Last call.
No, I got nothing. Good show, guys. It was a really good one.
I enjoyed it. First live stream in 2 weeks with y'all. It was good. Can't wait to do it again. I know coming up, it's probably going to be next Friday. We got the Christmas movie debate presented by Floor Slapper Sports. If I'm correct, I think we're going to do it on December 22nd following SmackDown. I know Dylan's going to be on it. Freddie's going to be on it. Graydon's going to be on it. Kayla's going to be on it. I think Tim said he's going to pop up on it. Bakley said he was coming on it. There's going to be a bunch of us. It's going to be fun. Getting the Christmas spirit. Jordan, are you coming on too?
Yeah. You asked me the last show if I was coming on. I told you, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Oh, you said like LA Knight. Okay, yeah. That's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. So, well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all next week. Stay warm. It's cold as shit outside. Happy holidays. We're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or any other happy holidays to everyone. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank y'all, and y'all have a good one.